realtor, lender, lender, realtor, Dallas-Fort Worth real estate.
But not the boring content.
Right. All right. So Cory and I thought we'd talk about today how we got into our industries.
Yes.
Because you've been in it how long?
So I got into the business in 2017.
Why would you make me do the math like that?
I know,
Okay,
8 years. Yeah, coming up on 8 years.
I let you do the math in our business.
I know. Yeah, I'm the math guy.
Okay, and I've been in real estate 11 years. So I got it, but I started in Colorado, Durango.
That's right, yeah.
Then I did Grand Junction, but I moved to Texas in 2014.
Okay.
Married my Texan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Little Texas boys.
Yeah, left the mountains for love. So anyways, okay, so we've both been in a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Why did you get into lending? Why did you not become a realtor?
So I had, honestly, no ambition to go into real estate.
Really?
So
Okay.
after school, I went to the University of Oklahoma, got a communication degree, moved up to Chicago and did consulting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I lived in Chicago for a little bit, did consulting before I decided I wanted to be back here. So I moved back here. I had left my job, moved back here, and was kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to do in that meantime. Sales, I always wanted to do some kind of sales for the most part. So when I moved back here, my dad had a Fairway Mortgage branch, which was the second branch in Texas. So he was there for over 20 years.
Right.
My brother had started in the business with him, and when I moved back here, he's like, hey, just try it out. Like, while you're trying to figure out what you want to do, get in. It's a lot cooler than you think. Because I'm like, what is a mortgage? Like, this is terrible. It's not what I wanted to be talking about.
Yeah.
But lo and behold, he got me in, started doing some stuff within the branch. And
Good job, Drew.
Yep. And then I got took my test, got my license pretty quickly, and decided to jump full force into it. And then here I am.
And now he gets to work with your brother and your sister, right? He works with them too, so it's a family business.
Yeah. My dad does some consulting for us still. Just about 2 years ago, my brother and I had partnered up and kicked off this mortgage brokerage, which has just been the greatest thing. So moving from retail, we came from a great place, and we had a lot of support and a lot of help as the market shifted, and a lot of people were outside of this tiny little square box that retail or banking requires. There's overlay. It was very difficult at that point to get people into houses. And so we came over into this world, and it has been just such a blessing. Both of our business has doubled in this time. And, we've gone from about 6 loan officers to 24 now. And so really I kind of just fell into the business. It's been obviously the family line, but I had no intention on it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I'm a little bit nerdy in a sense that I do like numbers.
Very nerdy.
And puzzles.
There's times he starts talking to me about lending stuff. I go, dumb it down for me, Cory. I don't know what you're saying.
No, it's some of it's fun, right? Figuring out like the best way to tailor stuff to people, and especially when you get a response like, oh my gosh, like that's awesome. I didn't know that was possible or whatever. And so that's what got me into the business, and here I am. What about you?
I kind of fell into it as well. I was in college going into my senior year. Now, I was a C's get degrees type of student.
Oh, yeah.
Because I played college soccer, so soccer was like everything.
I was the same way.
Yeah.
I was the same way.
I went to school to play soccer. And then as I'm getting towards the end of soccer, I was like, okay, I'm probably not going to go pro. And that's when you kind of have to figure out your major, right?
Yep.
So my dad told me to do business. He's like, we all know you're going to do something in business, just my personality. So I ended up doing business, and part of the business course was a random real estate class. Now, remember the C's got degrees type of comment? I got an A+ in that class.
Oh,
People
there it
were
is.
cheating off of me. How great. So that's kind of how that passion started. And then the guy who did the radio for my college games, he ended up becoming friends with my parents. But we went to dinner after a game one time with my parents and him. And I was telling him I was taking a real estate course and how much I liked it and how I was doing really well. And he's like, that's great, because I actually want to talk to you about real estate when you graduate. So I ended up my senior year becoming an unlicensed assistant to a top producer. And then I also worked the front desk. Like I was booking showings and stuff, welcoming people. Because then in that small town of Durango, it was Main Street. So people would walk in. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So it wasn't as much digital. Plus that was 11 years ago. So that's kind of how I started. And then I graduated December 2013, and I studied immediately and got my license end of January 2014. Like I plowed
right away. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of how it happened.
And then
It's
you
all I've
moved
ever
out
known.
here and you had to rebuild your own, your business,
Well,
obviously.
most people are like, oh, you had Cole's fear to bounce off. I'm like, not really, because his people have known people since elementary. Like his group, because he went to Richland. His group is like,
They have their people.
Yeah, and like every time we come back, they'd have like 30 of people in this reunion type thing.
That's
I don't talk to anybody from my high school. So I was like, that's so wild to me. But they are very close. But with that, they also have a lot of people that are in real estate too. You know, so I was like, that's going to be an uphill battle. And I'm not going to pull the card, like use me just because I'm Cole's girlfriend at the time, now wife, of course. But so I had to build my own book of business. I did like open houses every weekend my first year. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, every weekend, anything I could grab on. My first deal was 103,000 FHA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I helped a cop get into a house, and I love it. She was so sweet, and I don't think she knew this, but I actually ran a red light right in front of her because I was so nervous.
Uh-oh.
I was so nervous.
She's pulling you over to go to buy her house.
I know, she was following me behind, and I don't know if she saw me do it or not, because she didn't mention it.
Was she in the cruiser?
I don't know, no. And I remember I got nervous and I looked up because I was like, oh, she's following me. And I definitely ran a red light.
Elena, thanks for getting me my house, but here's a ticket.
Yeah, here's your ticket. This is how you can use your commission to pay this. But she was the sweetest person. She was my first closing here in Texas for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's very difficult building a business, and especially in this line of work. But you know, once you do, again, being a relationship business, that's really what takes your business, I think, to the next level.
And I kind of look at it business like a ripple effect.
Yeah.
Right? So many people, and I say, you hear me say it all the time, and I could have said in the last episode of how we build your business. You need to stop chasing, because when you're chasing, you're not selling. You need to start attracting, right? And so it's like starts with one little focal point, and then you move out. So yeah, and then just started building business relationships, and I've had a lot of business relationships since I moved here. But it's kind of like dating, right?
You find out what you like, who
what
you don't like,
and with people before Cole, I didn't have many. I had a boyfriend before and a guy I dated, but I was like, definitely don't want that. And then when I found Cole, I was like, this fits.
This is it.
And here we are 13 years later. There
you are, married, trapped him in.
Yeah, I know. He didn't go anywhere. And now we're going to business together.
And that's a good thing too about this business is, there's a lot of people in it, so you can kind of pick and choose who you want to work with.
Exactly. So there's a lot of opportunities in our line of work. But yeah, so we both started I guess we both fell into it.
Yeah, fell into it, and here we are.
Here we are. Now we're in this together.
Yep.
All right. See you next one.